Good afternoon, this is Darnell from Porsche of Ocala. I wanted to take a moment to show you the 2016 Porsche Cayenne S E-Hybrid in meteor gray metallic with the black interior. The vehicle is very well equipped, looks very good in the meteor gray, especially with the acid green accents on the brake caliper as well as around the badging on the car. This does have the sport designed wheels, a premium package plus, which is going to give you quite a bit, including the panoramic roof that you can see on the top of the car. We'll get closer so you can see that. Give you the entry and drive system. So on the handles you have this button to lock the door, and then inside the handles a sensor to unlock it, and that's on all four doors since it is an SUV. The Cayenne S E-Hybrid is powered by a V6 supercharged gas engine that produces 333 horsepower on its own. With the electric motor, you have 415 horsepower and 436 pound-foot of torque, which is very impressive, especially for a hybrid vehicle. So it's sporty as well as efficient. You have your LED tail lights in the back of the Cayenne. The power tailgate is standard on the Cayenne, and it's adjustable in height. It's very easy to do. All you have to do is adjust it to the height that you prefer, and then you press and hold the button on the left here, and that's going to save it into the memory of the car. The button on the right is going to go along with your entry and drive system, so it'll actually close the hatch as well as lock the car in case you were done pulling luggage out or groceries out of the back of the vehicle. You do have a 40-20-40 split with the rear seats. You have privacy shade, which will come out very easily. Parking sensors in front and rear, so you can see the sensors here in the back. You have your quad tips to give the Cayenne this very sporty look. As you see, you have a fuel door on both sides of the vehicle. One obviously is for charging and the other one is for fuel. So one thing that makes this vehicle pretty unique, if you wanted to, you could charge it. Let's say when you get home, have it charge overnight, or you could stop somewhere and charge it, or you can just drive and the car will charge on its own with different modes, which I'll show you once we're inside the vehicle. You have the black interior, which looks very nice, especially with the gray. The seats, again, fold down. You can use a lever that's right here, and there's a lever in the front, so you can actually slide the seats forward and back as a standard to give you a little bit more space in the cargo area. You have vents in the rear for your passengers so they can stay cool, as well as a 12-volt outlet in the bottom. Going up front, you have the 14-way power seats, the memory package. This vehicle does also have the lane change assist equipped, which is going to give you this right here on the side of the mirror, which is activated with a radar system that's in the back of the car. So once someone's in your blind spot, that's going to actually illuminate for you. If you were switching lanes while the blind spot was active, it would flash rapidly so you know not to switch lanes. And the wonderful thing is it's actually in your line of sight, so it's very easy to see. You have 5 clusters just like you would in the 911. Steering wheel design is taken from the 918 Spider. The dash comes out quite far, and that's to make it easy for the driver as well as passenger to access the features on the car. And the center console is raised up high, so it's a shorter distance from the steering wheel and the controls. You have an 8-speed automatic transmission to put down the power for the vehicle. You have heated and ventilated seats that come with the premium package on this vehicle. This car does have the PASM, so you can adjust the feel of the suspension. Right now it's in the comfort mode, but the push of a button goes from sport to sport plus. You have different driving modes. As you can see, you have the sport mode, the e-power mode, and the e-charge. Sport is going to improve the throttle response as well as optimize charging capabilities, so the car is going to perform at its absolute best. The e-power mode is going to be your full electric mode. That's how you're going to drive the car to save on fuel. And you can get about 15 miles on a full charge, which is very good for short distance commuting. What's great is that on a longer trip, It'll help with saving on fuel because you can drive in electric mode up to almost 100 miles per hour, which is quite impressive. And once it runs out of energy, it'll automatically switch to the gas engine, or you can press the E-Charge mode here, and that's one's going to run mostly on the gas engine, and it'll send more power to the battery to just keep it charged. In the PCM, you have quite a bit of information here. This has a navigation system. In the car option, like it's on right now, you can see your trip info, you can see the hybrid info, and you can also see it here on the TFT display. The TFT display is probably one of the better things that Porsche's put on these vehicles in recent years, because you can see quite a bit of information. There's your regular vehicle menu that you can customize. You have your audio menu, your navigation, so you can see previous destinations as well as turn-by-turn directions. Your map here, so you don't have to have the map on the PCM. Your phone option, so you can access your call history as well as your contacts. Your trip computer, tire pressure, and again, the energy flow. So when you're accelerating in the E-Charge mode, like the car is in now, as you can see, the engine is providing the battery with power, so it'll charge up just a little bit faster this way. When you're driving, you'll see the energy flow go from the engine to the wheels as well as the battery, and then while you're decelerating, you'll see the power coming from the wheels to the battery. So it's very informative. Then you have the e-Power Assist, and then back around to the main menu, which you'll be able to do a lot of things from, such as access your settings, check to see when service is due, check your oil level. Like I said, that's one of the better things that they've done over years, because it makes it very easy. You don't have to focus on taking your hand off the wheel and focus on the radio. Everything's right in front of you. You do have the memory seat on the passenger side. Let's open up the sunroof. Panoramic roof is pretty big, gives you a lot of visibility going out the top of the car. It really opens up the interior. You can tilt it up to vent if you wanted to, or you can open it up. This is a Cayenne S E-Hybrid. Hopefully the video was informative for you, and we'll speak soon. Thank you.